Hello, welcome to Truth Runs Deep Podcast. I'm Terryn,
I'm Kalli.
and we're talk about all things Law and Order, SVU, the Mothership, fanfic writing, organized crime, I don't know, fanfic writing, and more. Um,
You're
yeah,
getting very impromptu recording session today.
yeah. Fortunately, we get very busy, so it was best to get it in while we could.
Yeah, you get responsibilities.
Yeah,
Woo.
to be grown-ups. Yeah. So, most of them, I don't think nothing like news related actually really happened this week. So
Not like show related. Hold on.
yeah,
Growell did an interview about the show he's doing coming up.
yeah,
That's
yeah. That's about it. Nothing else really is
It
going
was
on.
actually really sweet though, because
Yeah,
he said that he was funny. He's like, I think people know more about that than anything I've ever done on stage. To which I say, we know about all your stage stuff because
because exactly.
also he's like, oh, I've had people like tell me on the street they've literally become lawyers because of me, and I'm like, oh, that's
Yeah,
so sweet. And he said like in his soul, it's like one of his Barba's soul is like why he's one of his favorite characters to play. To which I say, cool, then come
now
back.
come back. Come back. And he still says like Marishka's his best friend. You know, he loves her.
Like it's been how many years? Are we reaching 4 now?
Yeah, May will be 4.
Oh my god, dude, come back, please.
You can come back, please. I'm
I don't
begging you.
care if it's literally for 5 minutes. Just
I
come
need
back.
it in my soul, please. Please, I'm begging you. Please.
We're not asking. We're pleading.
Yep. I'm pleading. Listen, all of us have good ideas on how to do it, you know? Like,
Literally, you don't even have to write it.
I,
They don't have to write it. We'll
but
do it.
I mean, I don't think they can legally, but I think someone explained it that they can't use fan fiction because of some reason. Uh,
Okay, but what if I told them I would willingly give them my stuff for free?
I don't know. There's some kind of reason why they can't use fan fiction. I forgot the reason why, but there's some like legal percussion that like they can't use anything someone is supposed to. But I don't know. I don't think that we covered all of that. So
I'm
the
trying.
mothership.
Yeah. Oh, Wicked for Good comes out on Friday. So
Yeah,
hooray!
yeah. I
Oh, and
think
while
that,
we're on that note, don't be the guy at the premiere.
yeah, don't do that, okay? Listen, celebrities are people too, okay? You can't be weird. We've talked about this already a lot of times.
At first, like all the comments were like, "You don't know what she's been through," and then it took me a minute, but Ariana had a concert that was bombed.
Oh
You
yeah,
know,
oh yeah,
people died at that concert. So yeah, let's not mess with the girl
yeah,
who probably has PTSD.
yeah. And this guy's done this before at a concert, several concerts of famous people. I think it was Lady Gaga over the summer. He like jumped on the stage. And, like,
Katy Perry said
oh,
there.
Katy Perry now. Yeah.
It said that he even like tried interrupting something about the during the Olympics.
Like, guy, you need to get a better hobby.
Like the guy is now being charged with public nuisance, being a public nuisance, but like
That's not much. You probably won't get too much time for that.
that's money. That's literally just a fine. And if he's
Yeah.
going freaking premieres, that ain't an issue.
Exactly.
On that note, never mess with Cynthia Erivo or
Exactly.
well,
She's got it. Security, I don't did not do it.
security was Cynthia was right there.
She's got it.
And then the Glinda that Brittany Johnson, she was a Glinda that I saw on Broadway, and she posted, yeah, pretty much like the Glinda, the alphabet to your the Glinda to your alphabet. It's basically like a soul thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like, do not mess with them. Okay.
Exactly. So everyone's learned their lesson. We've talked about this. We've talked about it in the Law and Order fandom. Like, stop being weird. Celebrities are people too.
You need to get a Cynthia Erivo on the Law and Order that
That would be fun. Law and Order, make it happen.
please, God, I will please, I'm begging you, make it happen.
Make it happen.
Okay.
Anyway, I think we covered everything.
That's the little bit for today.
Yeah, that was our side tangent. That article came out about the new character, but I think we'll talk about it a little bit for when we get to them coming onto this show, appearing in the episode. But Law and Order 25/7. It's called Guardian.
So
I give a little bit of a trigger warning, I think would be fair, about race and racism. Yeah, that one's pretty heavy about this episode. I think that's a fair prerequisite.
Stereotypes.
Yeah.
All that.
Yeah. So there is this guy, this older black man. He's on the street. He's singing a song. He has a cup of change, and somebody it's like I'm assuming he's homeless. He has a cup of change, and some people knock it over.
I'm pretty sure that guy was white.
I think I missed whoever it was, but they kicked his cup over.
Yeah, literally were just walking by, knocked his cup over, didn't do anything about it, and so the kid walked by, and he, of course, picks it up, and the kid's like, the guy's like, oh, you don't have to do that, like, it's fine. And he's like, no, it's fine. And he's like, oh, it's nice of you to help a brother out.
Yeah.
And then he takes out his wallet and he hands him a bill.
Yeah.
And he walks away. And the guy unravels it, and it's $100.
Exactly. Like what's a kid walking around with this much money in his wallet?
And he's like, oh my gosh, like, thank you. And then he sees the kid like going towards somebody.
And he turns the corner essentially.
And then there's yelling.
And then it's like banging.
And then boom.
He's dead. The kid is dead.
So then we don't even get the two of them are already, Riley and the new guy are already together. No, like, hey, new partner, just here.
Yeah.
His name is Theo Walker. He used to work in narcotics. Now he's here.
Yeah.
So then they pull off the cover of the body, and they see the kid lying in a giant pool of blood.
Yeah. His head has been beaten and
yeah, the new guy goes, oh my God, he was just a kid. Because he was. We find out he was 15.
Yeah.
He was beat with a pipe.
Yeah, you're like,
right.
This is a lot.
So they go to
back to the precinct
to get some more information to figure out who this kid is. And then all of a sudden the new guy goes, oh yeah, I found him, I googled him. And Brady goes, oh, he's thorough, pay attention, basically teasing Riley.
Yeah, your job more thoroughly.
So his name is Omari Kemp. He's 15 years old, and he's gotten all his money for being a basketball prospect.
Yeah, he's very good.
And if you don't know how that goes, the path from high school sports to college sports to possibly professional is a whole entire thing.
Yeah.
Like this kid, they say he's that good, he will be earning money doing this in college and possibly professionally. So now that they found the kid, they have to go talk to his family, his foster family, because his dad unfortunately died in a car accident.
Yeah. This his mom died in childbirth.
Which is another thing in of itself. But But as they're leaving, Brady's like, wait, you can't go out dressed like that. He's like, Riley, help him out.
Yeah.
And Riley literally pulls open a drawer, and he's a drawer full of ties.
He's ready for any
Which is funny to me. Like, thinking, oh, maybe just an extra one. No, there's like
4 or 5. There's a lot of them. He's ready for any occasion. Oh, he's ready.
So they go to talk to the family, and the family that adopted him is white.
Yeah, they like their sons played on like the same team. So they kind of already knew him.
So they're white. They were devastated. The dad said that the foster dad said he was a part of Omari's basketball stuff, almost like as his agent, kind of, sort of.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, we had an argument the other day, and then he got upset and walked out, and he left that morning.
Remember this. This is very important.
And the dad was like, oh, yeah, he got in an argument with his coach. So they go to talk to the coach, and the coach is black. So he's like, well, of course you're coming to me. We find out that the coach is getting certain money to send Omari to a certain college.
Yeah.
Which is also a thing.
Yeah,
because
really.
there are some colleges that are better at college basketball than others. If they can, like, basically compile a super team, then they're going to go very far in the playoffs and championships. So the guy is basically getting kickbacks to send Omari to certain colleges. So Riley's like, oh, so you thought he was owed something? And he's like, no. Why don't you go look into, like, his family instead of looking into me? Just because of my race. Because he said they found out that a month ago someone was harassing him at school, and at school they wrote, go home.
I don't know if it's like, no, it might not be clear at this moment, but then he goes to some sort of prep school, like it's a private school, and from someone who grew up going to a predominantly to those kind of private schools, they don't really like black children there. They tend to be looked down upon.
They see them as outsiders.
Yeah.
Which is a problem.
Yeah.
Children are children, no matter what.
Yeah. Private schools have a very interesting history of, like, private schools really only in the United States really only exist for race because of desegregation.
So then they talk to people and they're like, hey, do you know who made this? And they go to talk to the foster brother, Tyler. And he's basically like, look, I didn't want it. Basically, I think he said he was like encouraged to do it by friends or
like,
whatever.
Just some friends.
Yeah, I was like, you need new friends then. They then go to talk to his girlfriend. Because they had like sent like some angry text messages back and forth. But we know it wasn't her because she was at rehearsal.
Yeah, she does. I forgot what she does. She does something.
So then she talks about how, like, Amari was trying to kind of cut ties with his dad helping him with the sports thing. And he was looking into another, like, agency company. And this person who does that sent Omari a message that said, you know who I am about money. I don't play.
Yeah.
So Riley and
they go get this guy.
Walker, they go to the club to find this guy, and they're like calling for his name. And the bouncer, who is a big black man, and that is important for a reason I'll get to, but this is VIP, you can't come in. And Riley immediately flashes his badge and is like, yeah, it says I can. And then, like, every other sentence, he's calling this man bro.
Or like, please stop doing that.
Dude, stop. It's not helping like you think it is.
No.
So much so that the new guy has to basically step in and basically be like, hey, we're just trying to solve a case. We just want to talk to this guy. We'll get out of here in a minute, type thing.
Yeah.
So they go talk to this guy, and he's like, I guess I'm coming with you. And so they bring him to the precinct, but before that, Riley's like telling the new guy, oh, thanks for simmering down the temperature in that room. But and he's like, yeah, about that. Dude like that spends his whole life trying to be strong. And you're basically whittling him down to a bro.
Yeah. And it's kind of important that, like, perspective, like, I think perspective is really important when it comes to, like, having a particular, I think having Black men in the Law and Order universe is very important because it gives a perspective that other people don't have. So
hopefully Riley learns that you don't just call a Black man bro and expect for it to be fine.
Yeah. Because I think perspective, having someone be like, hey, some people to check you a little bit, be like, is very good.
Yeah. So they talked to Reeves. He has an alibi or whatever. They didn't do it. He knows Omari had like huge prospects.
Yeah.
So then they go to decide to talk to the parents again.
Yeah.
And Theo like puts the tie like around his neck, and then Riley's like, you might want to tie it. Which is funny.
Yeah.
So they go to talk to his parents, and unfortunately, the parents lied about where they were.
Mm-hmm.
They were not home. Dad followed him from a distance and was gone for an hour when he said he was home. And it's like, oh,
so I'm not telling the truth.
So they arrest the dad, and they bring the mom. And the dad isn't saying anything. And so they're like, we should probably talk to the mom.
Yeah.
And she basically goes and says that good people make mistakes.
Or like, this is not a mistake here.
This is a lot of pressure on him, and that he snapped. And he just lashed out. And it's like, you don't just lash out with a pipe.
Yeah, like you just don't go kill people lashing out.
I didn't mean to kill him. And it's like, okay, he still did. So yeah, they have that. And then they go to arraignment. And Sam is back.
Yes.
Yay! Finally!
Hooray! Yeah, I've seen Sam in like 2 episodes. Like,
been too long. And so then they're like, Sam's like, yeah, he beat his foster son with a pipe type thing, lied about where he was, etc., etc. And the defense attorney is like, okay,
yeah, he did it.
We're not denying that. He did do that. But then he's like, oh, it's self-defense. And you immediately know where this is going. Then we have Baxter, Price,
and
Sam talking about how, oh, great, they're going for the scary Black man defense.
Yeah, like.
And then, Nolan and everybody are like trying to be like, but he's a kid.
Exactly, like. And the defense is like, he's this big basketball player, like.
And then Sam makes the point of if this was a white
A white boy. Would this be a
who
problem?
got beat up with a pipe, nobody would be saying otherwise, and the guy would be in prison already.
Exactly.
So then the defense tries to get the wife's
Confession thrown out.
confession of what her husband did thrown out, and Nolan tries to argue, but there's like a loophole when if it has to do with an actual crime, it can stay or whatever. I don't fully remember. Either way,
They basically defense claims that this is spousal privilege.
yeah. Either way, unfortunately, the defense is correct. Defense gets the judge throws confession out. So next plan is the eyewitness, the old guy.
Mm-hmm.
The guy is. God, I love this. I loved it. This guy. This guy was great. He was so sweet, and then he's like, "I've never seen someone get killed before."
Yeah.
It's like, oh. And then the defense attorney. We add this guy to the defense attorneys that we hate now.
Mm-hmm.
He brings up that he's like, "Oh, are you sure you're not defending Omari because A, he gave you money, and B, he's from the same community as you?" And the guy immediately goes, "Oh, we don't live in the same community. Or are you talking about the fact that he's black?"
Exactly.
I dropped.
And like, bro, well, we gotta stop.
And then, unfortunately, defense attorney brings up the fact that apparently this guy has 2 felony counts. But the guy insists that he didn't do either of those. And honestly, I believe him. It's probably more likely that he got wrongly convicted than anything. Yeah. But unfortunately, because of those 2 felony counts, he has to, as the defense attorney called it, panhandle. And he feels like he owes something to Omari. And the guy is like insistent, being like, "I know what I saw. Don't bring up my past into this," etc., etc. So then Nolan and Baxter and Sam go to talk again, and he goes, that defense attorney brought up pretty much every racist stereotype in the book.
Literally did.
What? And he goes, it's the presumption of violence that they're writing on.
Yeah.
And Baxter's like, okay, well, show them a jury that they're wrong. So they bring the girlfriend in to testify, and she said that Omari was never violent. He didn't think it solved anything. There's literally these boys arguing, harassing him about the fact that his dad was dead, and
because children are stupid.
Walked away.
Yeah, so he was never a violent kid that they're trying to claim that he is.
Yeah. So then the dad goes to testify.
Yeah.
And he's insistent that he was worried that Omari was going to kill him because they had an incident prior. And we're all like, what incident? And he says that the dad says about 2 weeks ago they were arguing about his grades, and then he threw him against the locker. Omari threw the dad against his locker and choked him. And it's like,
okay.
Okay.
Do you have evidence?
Yes, like, are you just saying this? So then
he doesn't have evidence. He just says this happened. You're like, yeah. Where's your evidence? Is that proof?
They have a brief recess, and Walker goes to talk to Price and Maroon, and he's like, oh, it's okay. Like, I can cross-examine him. And he's like, would it help if I found out if he's actually telling the truth or not? And he's like, yeah, actually.
That would be good, actually. Like, yeah.
And he says, and I love how he worded it. I love how they worded this. He goes, let's hang the son of a bitch with his own rope.
Because
Like, oh,
like he's claiming like what evidence do you have? Like
the so many like double meanings of that.
yeah.
So he goes to watch the video because the dad didn't know there was security cams, but they all did. So they go to the school, they watch the video. Something about it.
There's no angles of it like people you can actually like see it. It's like
So the security guard who was watching the video with him said something along the lines of, "Wow, that kid's strong," leading you to believe that, oh, he might actually be telling the truth. Great. So then he goes back to the precinct and they're like, "Oh, did you find anything?" He's like, "No, video didn't exist." It's like, okay. So basically, Price is going on this one attack, going on what was going on. Basically saying, oh, the white family adopted the black basketball kid, and when he didn't want to do
what they wanted. Yeah.
What he wanted him to do anymore, and then he snapped.
Yeah.
So
because like how like children can't be in charge of their own money. So like essentially they were getting, holding on to his money, essentially. So like it's a big deal that they like when like we're trying to get this like all figured out.
Yeah, so the dad is found guilty.
Yep.
Yay.
Justice is served somewhat, I guess.
And then
I was really worried it wasn't going to be, but
yeah,
he was
yeah,
like,
but that kind of goes to what
because if you look, because there's a little bit of you get a little bit of a glance at the jury, and it's like mostly white people, and it's like, I wonder what they will.
There was a black woman.
So there was a couple, but it was mostly white. Yeah, well, it's like I'm hoping this.
So yes, he's found guilty. He's shocked. We get a scene of Walker back in the precinct. He's getting snapped from a vending machine. Yeah. And Riley's like, well, that I heard the guy got convicted. And Walker goes, yep, justice was served. And then Riley's like, I talked to the security guard. And he mentioned the video that you said didn't exist. Basically.
Yeah. Because the video doesn't show an actual fight. It just hears noises. There's no picture.
Oh, I thought it showed that he did do it.
No, because they said all the security footage didn't show. It wasn't in the right place to get the angle of it.
Okay, because I was like, security guard pointing out the kid was strong. Anyway, Walker basically is like, yeah, there was video, but he knew as a black man. He showed that video. Mm-hmm. If they showed that video in court, that dad be found not guilty instantly.
Yeah.
So he's like, I'm just gonna hide it and let justice be served because he did kill this kid.
Yeah.
Period. End story. Doesn't matter what happened prior.
Because sometimes I think people, like, once again, I think perspective really helps with this. That like just but like how essentially black people have to look out for their own a lot of the time, and like
he knew that justice wasn't going to be served.
Yeah, with this video.
So, Riley's like, I get that, but I don't do any of this lone wolf stuff. So if you're gonna hide something like this or do something like this again, just tell me.
Yeah, we can do it together,
We'll do it together. We'll hide the evidence together.
Like, essentially, it's like, I don't want you doing this by yourself.
But yeah, no, I definitely 100% understood why he hid that video, because
And Walker's a good guy. Is it time to take medicine again? Yeah. Anyway.
Hey, I give this episode 4 stars.
Yeah, that was good.
I don't remember what the next week is.
It is called Parasite. It is the mid-season finale. Let's pull up the trailer. It's a lot going on. I think it was like some rich old guy died, and they're figuring out who did it because he had a lot of money.
Oh yeah, they're like trying to figure out who tried killing him for his inheritance.
It says when a rich CEO is murdered the night before his wedding, Riley and Walker suspect a key to arrest us in the details of the victim's will. Price and Maroon argue the benefits and drawbacks of damaging the suspect's reputation in court.
No wonder what this guy did then.
Yeah, because there's a lot of they were like, he got his children, his ex, his new wife, his old wife, all these people. Which one of them did it? So, yeah, that'll be interesting.
Yeah, money, family drama.
Money makes people do things they wouldn't normally do.
Okay, so
SVU, but let me go get my pills real quick because if I don't do it, I will forget.
Right back as well.
We'll be back in like 2 seconds. I'm literally running across the hall to the back market. Yo, I'm gonna go on a tangent real quick because I feel like you need to, the other day, well, this was only for y'all it'll be like a couple days later because we put the episode out on Wednesday, but I have asthma and it flared up and like so I went from the moderate category to the severe category. So I like, oh, that's real fun. Real fun stuff there. So I'm on new medication and trying a bunch of stuff to get the asthma to stop being annoying. So I have my handful of pills here because I left my water in here. So here we go again. But SVU is called oops, I didn't mean to click wrong.
False idols.
Yeah, false idols. It was a good one. It was different.
I'd say it's on par with the Jula.
Yeah, Midway. It's that same kind of crazy that like was like what?
Like these two best episodes of the season.
I might disagree, but I can't remember which ones are my favorite. I think I like one. There's one I think I like more than those, but I can't remember which one it is now.
Okay, they're my 2 favorites of the season.
Yeah. So then so there's a book signing happening.
And the book is called Onyx Storm by Claire Morgan.
And it's a book called something similar to that. And hopefully, is there a book? What is that book called? It's not called Onyx Storm. It's something Onyx also. I think.
Yeah. Anyway, so there's that, and there's this. They're like fairy like cosplayer getting.
Hopefully they don't get sued for that because that is the title of a real book.
Oh Jesus!
It's Rebecca Yarros' book Onyx Storm. You've probably seen a lot of people talk about this book.
Fun
work, but
so it's not that book. Okay,
not that one. But you've probably seen a lot of people talk about this particular book on Book Talk.
Yeah, it does sound familiar.
This book, you probably have seen it online.
Send that to me so it will pop up on my text. But the fact that it's a little concerning that it kind of looks like the book.
Yeah, hopefully they don't get sued for that one. Sorry. It's like I did a book called that. I was like, I couldn't remember what it was. Like, I've seen it before. I know it was real.
The book cover kind of looks similar to
hopefully
the one they used in the show. So
hopefully Rebecca Yarros is not trying to sue them. We'll find out. It may be like one of those like I guess it's a little bit harder to do, but they have to change the title of the Fast Times at the Wheelhouse, because there actually was a club called the Wheelhouse. So that was called Fast Times at Diggy's Penthouse. If you look,
seriously,
they had to change the title of it because there was a real Wheelhouse, and they're like, "Whoops, we got to change it." So if you ever look at it now, it says Fast Times at Diggy's Penthouse. It does not say the Wheelhouse anymore. So, but this is too hard for them to change because in the book a book now. So hopefully Rebecca Yarros doesn't sue them. Anyway,
they didn't mean anything. This what we swear.
Yeah, that's what that
anyway,
really did feel.
So
that was gross.
The authors talking to her viewers, and
the fans are talking about the book.
We see this man go outside,
cosplaying.
take like all the empty book boxes out, and he throws them away, and then suddenly he comes back into the room, staggering, and he's got a
knife in his chest.
A knife in his chest, and the woman like runs over to him because it's her husband.
Yeah, why do pills all have to taste disgusting?
They do.
Anyway.
So then the call goes out on like
these officers are sitting in the car,
and these police officers, they're on patrol, and then they hear the description, and all of a sudden they see the lady.
Yeah, she's walking out of walking around. They're like, "Oh, she's right here."
So they go get the lady. And then we transition to the morning, and the precinct,
our favorite crew is a
fun for all. They got Olivia and Bruno and Amanda literally like hanging over Griffin. They're like,
they've given him a big responsibility, the biggest of them all.
Yeah, you have to get this right. And then he's like, I got it. And Bruno's like, no, just give it to me.
Exactly. And you wonder what they're doing. They're ordering lunch.
Yeah, literally.
Olivia's like naming off the stuff that's supposed to be on her sandwich. She's like, you have to get it.
He's like, no, like egg over medium, like ham, cheese. Literally, it's like, oh my god. Do not mess with her and her food.
Yeah, don't do it. She's like, they're like, you have to get it right.
Yeah, like Olivia's got.
They're like all. It's the funniest like scene in a minute, and they're all just like standing over him, like get it right.
Yeah, like Olivia's got her full on like captain look on her face. Like, do not mess up my food.
I'm crying. It's so funny. Like they're very intense about this. Like, it's so funny. Like they're just like,
yeah. So they're like, it's that, and then all of a sudden they hear a voice and he goes, "Make that too," and turn around, and it's Finn.
It's Finn is back.
Finn is back! Hooray!
Yes, we missed Finn.
And then he goes, "Oh, Rollins, so happy you're back." She goes, "Happy to be back." There's a hug. Yes. And then he sees Griffin, and he goes,
"Who are you?
Who are you?" He goes, "New guy." Hi. He goes, "Okay, cool. Get off my desk."
He's like, "Whoa."
He's like,
I'm just messing with you.
Kidding. But then he goes and he's like, "Does anyone dust around here? It's disgusting."
Probably not.
They then mention that they're down a person because Curry is in Orlando for her son's basketball tournament. And for some reason, that just checks out to me. Yeah, that her son would play basketball. I'm glad we're getting some more info about her family.
She said we would, but maybe we'll get some more in the next year.
So then the patrol officers bring the woman in that did the stabbing.
Yeah.
And they're like, why'd you bring her in?
Yeah.
And she's like, well, the lady stabbed somebody and she said that she was assaulted by the stabbing victim.
Yeah, she stabbed. So we need you to take care of this.
Yeah. It's like,
it's your job. All right.
So then, yeah, her name is Leah. And we find out that she was Claire's former assistant. She said it was a great job. And she said that you really should actually meet your heroes.
Yeah.
Because there's a saying that's like, don't
yeah,
meet your heroes. And then she's like, it was great. But then she mentions the husband.
Yeah.
The husband was not great. The husband sexually assaulted her
Yes.
multiple times. Because there's one point where Olivia goes, "Oh, so it was more than once?" And she goes, "I lost count of how many times it happened."
Yeah, you're like, oh, this is not good.
And then she's like, "I didn't know what to do. Like, do I deal with it? Because the rest of the time I'm around an amazing woman who changed your life."
Mm-hmm.
She said that, like, Claire was an empath. So she said that she found out it was going to destroy her. So they go to talk to Claire, and Leah said that Leah was damaged, so she was trying to help her.
Mm-hmm.
And they go to talk to Stuart, and he's like, "Leah's a convicted stalker, and that she hated him. So don't believe what she's saying." And it's like, "Oh, of course you're saying that. But now we gotta figure out which one's true."
Yeah.
Then we get Finn, a little scene with Finn and Olivia, and Finn's getting himself coffee, and like Olivia's looking at him. He's like, "I'm good, Liv. I can do this myself." And she goes, "I know. It's not personal. I don't even like you that much." Joking around like that. And Finn goes, "Are you doubting me, Liv?" She goes, "No." And Finn is reiterating, "Yes, I'm good.
Yeah.
Fine." And she goes, "Good, because we missed you around here."
You did.
We did. And then they go back into the main precinct, and Griffin's like, "Are we buying Leah's story, boss?" And then Creasy walks in,
Mm-hmm.
and is like, "Well, she stabbed a man. We can't necessarily drop that,
Yeah.
but
We can get her a good defense attorney.
yeah, but like Amanda's like, yeah, I guess we can get you a good defense attorney, so like you aren't totally like screwed over."
Yeah.
And then Amanda goes, "Oh, well, good thing you know lawyers."
Like, yeah.
She gives her husband a little smile, and it's like, they're flirting.
Yeah, they are flirting.
They are openly flirting in the precinct.
Yeah. I think they have a pretty good balance of like, because I think sometimes fans get a little too lost in the sauce about it. I'm like, but it's a good balance of staying true to the show while also having a little fun.
Making sure they can so they have their work. They do their work while also slightly flirting. Can you find that picture? I know there's a picture of
probably
her face, and I just can't pull it up because I am on my phone. So
tip the jump of notes. Let's see.
So while Terryn looks for the picture,
I sent you a lot of them. That's why I'm going through our messages, being like, "Oh no, we just talked about this."
So while Terryn does that, I will keep going.
That's not the right one.
You find out that like Stuart hasn't even worked for like 10 years.
For what reason? He's freeloading off his wife. Like, there it is.
Wait, no, did you get the smile?
What?
Like Amanda's
oh yeah, it's somebody posted both of them.
Because it's like, yeah. Girl is openly flirting with her husband in the middle of the precinct.
Yeah. You're like, yep.
So then they're like, well, they're trying to figure out what her books are about. And they're like, does anybody even know her books? And then Amanda goes, I do. And they're like, what? And she goes, yeah, I read all of them a few times. And her biography. And she's like saying this while walking around, so she's not totally looking anybody in the eye, because it's like she is just admitting that she reads fantasy romance novels.
Yeah, I was like, it makes sense.
Out.
People are like, what? I'm like, no, it makes sense.
it does make sense. She does like their trash TV, but like for some reason, just hearing that out loud was not
Yeah, it made it look
accepted.
like,
I will say that much.
yeah. She's kind of nervous a little bit. They're like, I read
I
those.
do this, and we're like thinking, oh, maybe she read one.
No, she read the whole series.
Yes,
And in the biography.
And the funny thing is, like, her husband's in the room, so
she's
it's also funny. And then Olivia goes, "Do I need to put you on modified, Sergeant?" Basically, like, are you okay, or are you one of those crazy fans too?
They're like, no, we're good.
She's like, I'm fine. So they're trying to get some more information and more details. They find out that, unfortunately, Leah lived with them for 2 years.
Yeah.
Meaning this probably went on for 2 years. And so they go to find anybody who works with them at the same time, and they find a personal chef. And the personal chef says that she saw Stuart, like, doing something to Leah.
Yeah.
And she
Which
went
is important.
Something about it. And then Stuart fired her.
Yeah.
The next day. Because she mentioned that, like, Stuart was for some reason in her room.
Yeah, like, that's weird. Like, why are you doing that? You got a wife. Why are you
not wearing clothing?
Yeah, you're like.
So then the lawyer they were looking for Leah comes in, and we finally get another person calling Sunny, because apparently we finally get to do that now.
Yeah, people were talking about this is important because that means he's gotten the respect that.
Yeah, like he's been saying it since season 16 for everyone to call him Sunny, and now everybody's
I'm Dominic Carisi Jr., but everyone calls me Sunny. They were like,
yeah, sure, okay,
sure.
So the guy brings up the kids, and he goes, "How are the kids?" And so he goes, "A handful as always." And it's like, dude, they're your children. They're rubbing off on you. They're have your personalities.
I mean, he does have a 2-year-old. Yeah, Nikki is 2-year-old. Nikki is 2. So 2-year-olds are fascinating little creatures. So I babysit 2-year-old twins sometimes, and they're something, all right.
So they bring in the guy to talk to him, the Leah, and he comes out and he's like, "Yeah, you'll get what you want. You get a deal." And they're like, "What?" She's like, "Yeah, she wants a deal." Great. So they go to do more investigating. And Leah, like, says that there is one time that she did try. She tried to let the wife know, but, like, couldn't do anything about it. They then find out that there was like, literally there's this just little scene of Olivia's like, okay, so if we do find out that somehow the wife did know about this, like, Rollins, are you going to be okay? And Chrissy isn't saying anything. He's just staring at his wife.
It's kind of giving the opposite energy of, like, December Solstice. You know how, like, Carisi's a really good fan of the author, you know, the old man.
Oh yeah, you're right.
December Solstice was on the other day, so I was still in my mind.
But unfortunately, that author was good. This one isn't.
Yeah. Actually, he was okay. He had some questionable ethics, but not horrible.
Still, yeah. So that has happened. And like, pretty much they're like, "Rollins, are you gonna be okay if we, like, have to arrest her?" And she goes, "Well, yeah, if she's guilty, screw her."
Exactly. It's like, I don't need her anymore.
Good job. I love it. I missed that. Yay, Amanda. So there's that. They then go. Yeah, so they go to talk to the personal chef again. Her name was Nicole. She was fired after she found Stuart on top of Leah.
Yeah. Which is gross.
Which is gross, also. Yes. And they are also going after her because if she knew her husband was doing something and did nothing, that is a crime.
Exactly. You're an accessory.
And then they go to, so they have Olivia and Amanda go to talk to Claire. And she, like, tries to, like, twist it around. And she's like, I know that Leah's false claim was bad for actual victims.
We're like, whoa,
It's like, whoa, ma'am.
You're jumping too far here.
Because she's like, well, if she's telling the truth, and it's going to make it harder for other victims to report. And Olivia and Amanda are like, we're on to you, lady.
Exactly.
So I wrote this halfway through the episode, and I said that my current theory is she's getting women for her husband.
Well, we'll
keep that in mind.
Yes, think about that later. Think about that. Put it
so
in your
then
brain.
They go to talk to this woman who was like in a Claire fan club.
Yeah.
And she mentioned that she was hired to be like her assistant, or like she was with the fan club, and then Claire came to talk to her, and that Claire brought her into the house for a bit too.
Yeah.
And let her live there and like kind of work for her. And then all of a sudden one day she was taking a shower and turned around and Stuart was there.
Yeah.
And he took his towel off and then entered the shower.
They were like,
And you can probably get where that is going.
Yeah, you're like,
so now there's like 2 women who's assaulted. And the thing, and he said after he was done, he looked at her and he said, wasn't that amazing for both of us?
Like, no, it wasn't.
And as if it wasn't already bad, she goes, I got pregnant. And then she had an abortion because she didn't want to carry that baby. And she said, Claire knew.
Yeah.
It's like, oh my God. And she also mentioned that there was one point where he broke, like, she tried to fight back. He got angry.
Yes.
He broke her collarbone.
Yeah.
And then still raped her.
Yeah, like, this guy is not good.
What the hell? And she said she's a teacher. And she goes, I still can't pick up a piece of chalk without.
No, we're maybe like the halfway point of this episode.
Feeling
there's a lot still going on here.
I can't even pick up a piece of chalk and write on chalkboard without feeling that pain and remembering that day. And holy crap!
Yeah, we're like halfway through the episode. There's a lot still gonna happen.
Like, sorry, but pregnancy, abortion, broken collarbone, sexual assault. The hell!
Like, this guy is terrible.
Yeah. So
these people are terrible. All of them.
Yeah. So of course, then they go to arrest the husband and Claire. And there's one point where like Finn tries to go pull his gun.
Yeah. Well, like the I don't know if they're necessarily officers, but they're like other people around, and they're like kind of a little too close. And he's like starting to pull his gun, and Amanda's like, no.
Stops him.
I mean, Amanda knows what it's like, so she's like,
she's like, she knows that instantly, yeah.
Like,
there's at one point where what was I saying? Where did I leave off? Oh, so then we knew this was gonna be like a mini crossover.
Yeah.
And so this is when we had the mini crossover.
Yes.
It did feel a little bit out of place, but
yeah, it seemed out of place, but I guess it made sense a little bit because no one is homicide. Well, I guess naturally homicide.
Yeah, so no one is like homicide, attacking, assaulting, etc. And Carice is like trying to argue for Leah because she's been abused. And basically Baxter is like, so Price wants to go after her because she stabbed the man. You want to go after
the man
dad.
who raped her. So
I'm tired. He goes, I'm tired of hearing about it. So we're going to go through this together.
Like we're just split that right here. Like
So it's basically like Olivia and Tracy versus Nolan and this like chief of police woman.
Yeah, the officer who was like an officer, the police chief of the officers who like
Found the woman. Yeah.
yeah.
And so like Nolan is like, she stabbed him. And Carice's like, Nolan, you know there's no case here. Let's not act like it.
Exactly. Like
And I was
you're
like,
gonna convince a jury's not gonna like. You think a jury's not gonna feel sympathy for her?
Yeah. And it's like, oh, the boys are fighting.
I mean, they pretty much fight all the time every time they meet each other because they have such opposite ideas.
It was funny though. It was
Go
like, oh my God,
again.
the boys are fighting, but they don't usually fight. But
How are you? No.
yeah, they fought.
Yeah. Once again.
So there's that, and then we get Nolan's like, all right, fine, assault 2, 5 years.
Yeah.
And then they're like, yeah, please. Olivia's like, she's gonna, do you put her on trial? She's gonna get an immense amount of understanding from the public.
Yeah.
Let's try to, I think she needs it from the law as well.
Yeah.
And he's like, okay. So he does, I think they do like probation.
Yeah, mandatory therapy,
house arrest, stuff like that.
The basics. They didn't want to get too crazy.
So there is that. And then they go to talk to Leah again, and she's like, still feels bad. Like she doesn't want Leah to know about this. And Olivia goes, don't you think you should be the one? Don't you think she's the one who should be protecting you? Like her husband did this to you.
Yeah.
And she goes, yeah, I'm probably right. So they go to talk to the wife again. Or no, Leah says that I did try to tell her, and she was bringing up her migraines.
Yeah.
She doesn't care. She avoided talking about it, and I was like, oh my God, this lady is a freaking hypocrite.
Yeah.
So there's arraignment, and then when Olivia shows up, and Carice is like, what are you doing at lowly arraignment? He goes, oh, she goes, oh, came to see if Claire would show up. And Claire indeed does show up. And for some reason, the Stuart is allowed to give a statement.
Yeah, but like, why?
Why? Like, why? And then he basically admits that, yeah, he did it. And he's so sorry for the woman that he hurt.
Yeah.
He's so sorry that he hurt his wife when she first learned about this. It's like, no, she freaking knew. But so he's gonna get 15 years for it. And Carice goes, this is a win, but it doesn't feel like it.
Yeah, because we're at like 8:40. Like there's still a lot going on.
This woman is still insisting she knew nothing about it, and is like, oh, poor me, my husband hurt this woman.
Yeah, she starts doing like the press. She talks to the press, like, girl,
trying to look for sympathy.
Yeah, and they're like, we're not having it.
When she's
they are at the initially.
She said she's an empath, and she's just trying to look for sympathy.
Yeah, we're like.
So at this point, I was like, okay, so can we get her for like accessory to assault or obstruction of justice, please? And then she's like doing a TV interview about it and whatnot. And
they're like, bro,
they're like, this is
for real,
insane.
be for real.
They just like basically they could get witness tampering, but Carice is like, we need proof if we want accessory to commit rape. And then this is when Amanda's information comes in handy once again, because she's like, oh, there was this reporter that did a bunch of interviews for the biography, the guy who wrote the biography, and he recorded a bunch of things. Maybe if we listen to the recordings, we'll get something. And it's like, oh, cool.
It's genius.
Genius idea. So they got everybody listening to the recordings except Olivia and Tracy for reason.
They're all eating some food, you know. It's one of
They're
those
like,
days.
you all got it. Yeah, so they walk in the room. Griffin's asleep.
Yeah, they've been doing this for a long time, apparently. They've had Chinese food on the table. Like, they've been here a minute.
Asleep. Everybody else is perfectly fine.
They're like, wake up.
Wake up. They're like, how you doing? And he goes, not great. Bruner goes, kill me.
Exactly.
There's this little, like, blink and you miss it thing of Crazy going to check on his wife. And she, like, pushes the food over to him and he, like, takes a bite out of her Chinese food.
Yeah.
Really
funny.
And then Finn goes, I found something. And he plays the recording out loud. And he goes, well, they were like, pause it. And it was like, pretty much like, the one was like, hey, can we pause this for a minute? The guy didn't stop recording.
No, these people
Not bad, because then we get her going to talk to her husband. And she goes, you know, I hate it when you lie to me. And she goes about, like, looking at he's looking at the chef. And she goes, that one isn't yours.
And we're like,
And she goes, I know with your extra energy, you need a way to expel it. I found a new one. She starts next week.
You're like,
To which I say, I called it.
Yeah, there's something
I called it. I really wish I didn't, but I called it.
Yeah, you're like, I really didn't want this to be true.
I didn't want it to be right, but it is. She basically hires women to be her assistant for her husband to use to expel his extra energy.
Yeah, I guess he's lonely that she's so busy writing her books or something, because I'm confused.
I don't know if it was like this or now, but she's basically like, oh, he can't help himself. And it's like,
yes,
that's what he's fucking supposed to do.
Exactly, like, that's weird. Like,
and the way she found these women is that she found vulnerable women who went to her books because they were dealing with shit, who idolized her, and then she was like, that's who I'm gonna hire.
Yeah, they're like, this is messed up.
That is disgusting. So then they find that Claire's about to, like, give this entire, like, speech thing, and they all storm in, and all the
they both
like,
the big
going on
with all the cars. They bring the whole fleet. So, like, this is a big deal.
Like, oh, what's going on? Is she okay? And then Olivia and Amanda walk straight into the room. They're like, oh, she's like, I don't know what you're doing here. Like, and she starts, like, saying, we know what you did. And she's like, if you were here and you actually had something, you would have done something by now.
Yeah, they're like,
and then and Olivia's like, oh, you don't like our story? That's devastating. And she goes, the GA is going to be better at telling it than us. And then, of course, they have Amanda arrest her. It's like, yes, good. They're walking her to the car. There's lights and sounds and lots of crowd of people. And unfortunately, Finn is starting to have
he's a little shaky
episode. So there's this point before court that Olivia goes to talk to Finn, and she goes, he goes, do you think Leah's gonna be okay? And Olivia goes, I think she's free now. And Finn goes, me getting jumped, do you think that would have happened to me back in the day? And Olivia's pretty much like, can happen to any of us. And Finn admits he needs more time.
Yeah.
So he will be leaving again.
But he's gonna be in the. He's coming. He'll be back in the springtime episodes. But there's only one. This is only one more episode, so we'll see him in the spring.
And Olivia goes, January. There's always going to be a place for you.
Of course.
So we get quick trial, and Leah's like, I felt like I was being studied and watched. And Claire wanted us to think she was an empathetic champion for women, but it was just a story.
Yeah.
So this is when Carisi's cross-examining her.
Yeah.
And she goes, he just couldn't help himself.
Like, what do you mean he couldn't help himself?
And like this whole time, it's like, okay, literally just play the freaking audio of the interview. Case closed. But they didn't for some reason. And Carisi's like, oh, so you mentioned to your husband that you hired Leah for this reason, but you never mentioned anything to Leah. And he goes, I'm done with her.
Yeah, he's sick of it.
He's done. He's sick. So,
Yeah,
verdict, not guilty on witness tampering. And you get worried that, oh crap.
like, oh man.
Nope, but she's found guilty on the conspiracy to commit rape charges. And she's shocked. She's
Like,
stayed. And all of a sudden she goes to the judge, can I make a statement?
No.
Go ahead. And she turns to make a statement. And everybody's already started leaving.
Yeah, no one's interested in her anymore.
Her audience is gone. And Olivia gives her like the most evil, badass smirk leaving. Like,
yeah.
Bye, bitch.
Yeah. like she's gone. Yep. No one's interested.
Your audience is gone. No one cares.
No one's interested in her
lost
anymore.
all your people by doing something horrible.
Yep. And that's how it ended.
Okay, 5 stars.
Yeah, this is
Thank
good.
you for listening. I need to go get ready for work. You're on your own.
All right. Yeah, so real quick, the last one is called Showdown. Season finale. Well, I see mid-season finale. It's called Showdown. So hold on, I forgot what's happening. A lot of stuff is happening. It says when a man claims his girlfriend was kidnapped, Bruno investigates the holes in the story. Tynan comes down hard on Benson after a disagreement. Griffin must defend his police work on the stand. So, because Tynan at the end compares this to Gone Girl, which is a book, if you've never read it, about these really toxic couple. They're very toxic, very toxic. But they tell the book is told from 2 different perspectives between the 2 of them. So it's like, who is the worst one to each other? So we'll find out how crazy this will be. And thank you all for listening. That's all I've got to say.
Thank you.
All right. Goodbye. If I can hang up. Oh, it's right here. Good.